Welcome back to some more FTL Multiverse with me, Daniel from Dan Has Fun, playing as the big capitalism ship, essentially. Or I like to think of it as the Panic Before Christmas ship. Last episode, we picked up a couple of modular weapons. We're having a great old time. Unfortunately, we did lose Amazon, but it's okay. Best Buy and Target have our backs. This episode, we're going to go to the Ruined Sector because I want nothing to do with not tons and tons of energy shields. I know I mentioned at the end of last episode, but please do let me know in the comments how your shopping has gone. Do you even do shopping for Christmas? Do you do Christmas at all? Let me know. Abandoned Sector is going to be dangerous with Lanius, but we have a pretty decent crew composition, so I'm not that worried. I don't remember what the martyr vests are. I don't think we can really do the kill all the crew super easily, so I'm not going to do that yet. This is the Grease Swizzler. I think you just end up like having to pay him. Or is that the toilet guy? I don't remember. It's fine. The fact that I can say that without context is probably really funny, but that's okay. We got nothing from our salvage mission. That sucks. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to do before this episode started. I already forgot. I'll do it afterwards. Rebel ship. Presumably a straggler hails you. The battle's the horrors. Surrounded civilians are dying and planets burn. You'd rather fight us and help your own people. These rebels are crazy. Avoid them. I'm going to just explain to them and they're like, no, too bad, so sad. So yeah, we have a crazy weapon composition right now, but we can't really do anything with it. This is a dangerous ship, so we're not going to do the crew kill strategy. We're just going to take them out. And we have to delay firing the first laser ever so slightly so we're somewhat in sync. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, having a flak drone is nasty. That's really nasty. You should go help repair. And the medbay still has health, so it's not too bad. But yeah, this is bad. We need to get that like sorted ASAP. And we need to stop them repairing their weapons. So we definitely want to stop them. Okay, they're trying to escape. Which now means we have to shoot the pilot. And their piloting area as well. Do the double whammy. Turn the med bay off for a second. Get as much dodge as possible. Send over Mr. Weapons right now to go repair the shields. We do have, yeah, self-fixing breaches, but still, this stinks. Yeah, flak drone, pretty nasty. Pretty nasty. Yes, I'll take the surrender, because that is pain. Cool! Well, that hurt. So, you go repair this. You go repair that. You go heal. You go over here. That is a nasty ship to start. We took a lot of damage there. Jeez Louise. Crazy, crazy. Just from a random rigger. But that's the power of the flak drone. Probably help if I turn the medbay on, wouldn't it? There we go. Get you guys healed. Cool. Well, let's hope that's not an omen for how this episode's going to go. Oh, dear. Distress. I'm going to go try and go to the middle. We need a shop to heal up a little bit. Although we still have 15 hold points. It's not that bad. We'll help the refugees. We will tank some... That was a lot more damage than I thought it was going to be. Jeez Louise. Improved armories? No, that's fine. That was a lot of damage. Cripes. And no store. Well, I guess we're going to be chicken for a little bit. I met this Sylvan who was selling these missile weapons. Wondering he marked up the stupidly high. I mean, seriously, 75 scrap for a Leto? It's our favourite nerd Leah. Anyway. We don't want to get hit by that. That's going to be real bad news for business. Oh, they have 2 layers of shield, so I'm going to have to wait. But we're going to have to go for their weapon immediately. It says low threat, but this is still going to be annoying. And I don't want to deal with it. These two being out of sync is going to annoy me to no end. But it's fine. It's fine. We could take the crew out again, but... At this point, I just can't be bothered. That's not the Christmas spirit, but it is what it is. It's fine. Even if it's going to take us a little bit longer, these two will now go back into sync. Yeah, I can't believe we've taken so... Like, we started at, what, like 25 or 27 hull? And we're down to 8? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anyway, they're toast. What I wanted to do, before I forget, is we want to do the internal onboard lab. There we go, because it's free, because I have a level 2 med bay. That's only in the med bay. The safety blankets, if they were across the ship, would be crazy good, but it's not, so mwap. No store? Still no store. There's got to be a store around here somewhere. I know it's an abandoned sector, but there'll be at least one store. What do you have? A bomb and... that's, I think, like the double shot heavy. So you could be a little bit dangerous. And you have a med base. Yeah, this is the right weapon composition. Where are you going to board us at? Engines. Cool. You do that. Come on, target. Hurry up. Okay, there we go. So yeah, he did fire twice, but now it's fine. The bomb's down, which is what I care about. We'll go for shields as well. They're in big old trouble. Big, bad trouble. They are going to try and run away. So I guess we're going for piloting instead. Thank you for making my decision for me, I guess, guys. That's a rubbish deal. See you later. Thanks for your 24 scrap. Finally a store, though it is a leech store. It's not exactly my favourite store, but still, store's a store right now. What the heck is a salvage heap? No, I'm going to trade. I genuinely have no idea what that does. We might as well use our one... Yeah, so we can only buy one thing from these stores. I guess that's for balance purposes. Neural module. On a laser applies 12 seconds of stun. Not crazy important. The radiation module, no, that's not what we want. None of these are what I'm looking for. So, okay, well, we tried. Let's go to the regular store. Wait, does that take over the store? Oh, that's stupid. Okay, well, that's good to know. That's really annoying, in fact. So if you go to the Hector store, you can't go to the regular store, even if you're in a store beacon. That sucks. Okay, well, it's good. That's good to know. It's just stinky. So I guess we're going up to 3 layers of shields, then. The Rebel store is almost certainly not going to let me in. We might give it a go, but it's highly unlikely. Okay, what do you have? You, unfortunately, have a missile. And a med bay, and you're going to port. This is a dangerous ship. But unfortunately, all of my extra shields will do nothing. So I guess we're going for maximum dodge. You go in there and fight with him. Keep him busy that way. Cool. Okay. We're going to get hit. Probably. They might not go for us straight away, which would be very convenient. Oh yeah, no, they decided that they were going to line this up and have him multi-charge that, which was the wrong decision to make. Yeah, big mistake. Wow, look at all those misses. What kind of dodge does this ship have? That was crazy. So I guess we're firing everything at weapons again. Wow, that was nuts. Still nearly missed all of our shots. Crazy. That is a poor room to choose. I'm not even going to bother moving my crew members in there. I guess you can move back to the door room. Oh, they're trying to get away. There's a distinct chance, because I've only just fired, that they'll get away. So I'm going to say okay. Am I going to brave going to that beacon? To the Rebel store? I guess I am. Cool, we have an event for our signal diluter. An abandoned colony lies on the nearby planet. Its surface-borne defense turrets appear to be disabled due to a lack of power, but you can't be certain. We're going to make sure they're offline. We've got 28 scrap and an EMP field. I don't want that. But still, 28 scrap was nice. And we finally found a use for that augment. And we just got free stuff. Awesome. So, we do get cheaper repair because of our slug gel. So we're going to do that now. So yeah, you get 7 repair for 21 scrap. That's pretty good. And that was a nice, safe place to do it in. Rebel store. Rebel engineers aren't as aggressive. Unfortunately, it seems one is here, as you've heard. In fact, it looks like they're looking to trade. I don't need a recon drone. I'm just going to shop. We're not going to use our augment this time. We could repair the hull again, but I don't think we need to. I think it'll be the same price in here. Yeah, it is. Cool. What do you have? Drones. We don't have a drone system. That's fine. I still don't think we need sensors. Could buy a ghost. If we're going to do that, we'd buy a Phantom. Wraiths are really much better at boarding than they are for being on your own ship. Stimulant bomb. Interesting, but no. This is not a very exciting store, is it? I guess for now we'll just repair a little bit, and that's it. Cool. I really love... I've said it before on this channel, but I love the colour scheme. Just a nice, simple, kind of orangey, yellow, and white that you get on the engineers. I think it looks neat. So yes, we can do 1, 2, 3 and leave. Considering how badly this sector started, at least it's starting to cool down a bit. Lanius. But they can't board us. They can mind control us, however. So we know what we have to do. We have to keep them distracted with our fellow Mantis. We definitely want to get extra layer of shield up. That's an absolute given. And they have 2 layers of shield, so we're going to have to play the waiting game. Please don't kill my friend. Can you get out of here? Stop opening the doors and get out. Okay, we're all ready to roll, so we can do shields, weapons. Okay, we didn't actually do any damage to their shield, but that's fine. Do we have enough dodge to dodge at least some of this debris? Enough. We should be fine then. So we want to fire this whenever it's ready. Just in case we happen to get lucky and it hits 3 times in a row. Okay, we're now fine. Just annoying that they're going to constantly mind control us, but it's not that big a deal, it's just annoying. Okay. Nope, we're not going to accept their surrender because that surrender offer is rubbish. We're also not going to murderize our guy, so we're just going to wait for him to finish doing what he needs to do and go heal him. Cool. We should probably sync you guys up now, so we don't have to deal with more annoyance with mind control. And done. There we go. Sweet! Everybody's fine again. Silly Lanius. Tricks are for kids. And not trying to board us is silly and dumb. Shallow and pedantic, even. Grease Swizzler. Yeah, we just do random fetch quests. Can I have the cargo? Nope, he's going to cripple our engines because he's very rude. Okay, so he's not the paid one. That's the toilet guy. I wonder if you get extra for taking this guy out, but he does have a solar, like a kernel weapon. 2 of them, in fact. That's kind of gross. Hopefully they take a while to fire, because otherwise that's going to be big bad news. Boarding us is not a smart decision. He's going to lock us down. But that's still a poor decision on his part. Okay, come on in. Double pheromones. And we want to fire weapons. Weapons. Oh, they did fire off their kernels. This is going to stink. Okay, could have been a lot worse. We have a fire in one room, and I think we have a breach over here. But just in case it's on fire, I'm going to just let it handle itself there. Suffocate you. I'm going to have you come into shields. Okay, cool. You're all toast. You two can now go heal. I don't think we have a fire anymore, so you can close those doors. Don't fire this yet. How have they still got one weapon on file? I have absolutely no idea. I mean, kudos to them, but I don't know how they did it. Okay, everybody back to their normal location. I need to have some speed up on my charge time, please. This is horrendous. Okay, he's toast. I don't know if you get any more by just murderizing them all, but it's okay. Cool. Flak Gun Mark III. This doesn't really work with what our plan setup is, but it is a cool weapon. If this had been a Flak 2, it would have been a very interesting conversation to have. Because for now, it's just better, I would say, than the regular modular laser. But a Flak 3 is probably going to be a sell candidate, and it will sell for good money. Cool. Anyway, that went well. This is a nothing place. Alright, so we will go to our Hector place, sell this flak, thank you very much. It looks like you can do unlimited selling, which is cool. Again, none of these are what I'm looking for. Do I just get the accuracy module to give you something that's a module? Probably. So then we can go in and do modify, configure a modular laser, this laser, install the accuracy mod. Cool. So now he has 2 mods on him, and he should look slightly different on the ship. And for some reason it puts it to the end. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, now we have 2 adjustments. We have the little green nub on the top we had before. Now we have this little targeter too. Which makes sense, because we have an accuracy mod. I don't know if every mod looks different. If it does, that's some great attention to detail I've never noticed. But, yeah, that now means it's got a better chance of hitting. Which, considering it's the one that cools down quicker, super nice. Really, another nothing location? I'm going to repair our hull for cheap. And then go to the next sector, which is a vagabond region. I'd much rather have dealt with slugs for once, but what are you going to do? What's the hard task this time? I only have a level 2 med bay. So probably not. We'll just get the newspaper from Numbnuts. Cool! Vagabonds are going to fight us. We don't get a choice. What do you have? 1 layer of shields, a drone? Some pretty dangerous offensive stuff, but this is not the time to wait for things to get into sync. On this occasion, we just want to get things moving. Yeah, there we go. Now we're fine. And if anything, we'll get some shield experience from this drone, which is nice. Maybe aim for their piloting, just to make sure we have a chance to hit them every time. There we go, because I'm sure they're going to get some type of... Oh, they didn't get anti-ship batteries. I guess it's a vagabond region. They don't have ghost empires, are they? Another empty location. Let's get the virtual store again. What do we have this time? I'd much rather have cooldown, but it still hasn't shown up. Maybe we'll get breach. Yeah, we'll do that for now, just so we have something to put on it. So we're going to modify our generic one by installing the Pierce module. And that now means it can cause more breaches. Okay. So we started on a store, which was our store. Then it's the slug store. Then we go straight into our task. Okay, cool. So, in this case, we're going to make all of our deals through the slug. We don't need to call our store because that'll wipe their store. What do we have? We have all the things I love, and I'm not sure if I can afford them. None of the weapons really matter. I think this is the time to get rid of the pinpoint. For 22, that would put us at 161. So we still can't buy cloaking. But we can, because we can do this and this. And then we can get cloaking. Sweet. Okay, cool. We can't really afford to power it right now, but that's excellent. Especially for this mission, because we don't want to murder him. So... I'm pretty sure Mr. Newspaper needs to still be alive by the end. So, the way that we do this is we are just going to use our one... I guess we can power them both up. Turn that down, power that up. He only has a flak 1, which is so cute. He is going to board us, though. In a room that doesn't really matter, but he does have a vamp weed, so it's going to... Yeah, it doesn't take as much suffocation damage. I guess I'm just going to do this and have them suffocate a bit, and then they should leave on their own accord. Because again, I don't really want to proactively attack and kill them. Just going to cloak through that. Thank you. And then, in terms of weapons, again, we don't want to kill him. So... I'm just going to... I'm going to turn auto fire off. And just shoot all his weapons down. And there's a breach in there, which is absolutely perfect. Yeah, they now left. Close all the doors. They don't have a med bay, so unless their medic directly heals them, which I don't know if he did or not yet, they're not going to come back. Other units are, I guess. The Leech and the Rotman, where are you going to go? Into our shields. Minorly annoying, but not that bad. You're just going to run away. And yeah, they're going to leech the room a bit, but that's still fine. Again, I don't want to kill them, so that, they might take a layer of shields down, but that won't do any hull damage, so it's fine. Yeah, this guy is now just stuck doing nothing. And they didn't even take a layer of it down. Perfect. Best of all worlds. And their weapons did nothing. Thank you for repairing our hull. See you later. We got a drone we can sell. Cool story, bro. Okay. Sweet. So, next game plan. Now that we have cloaking, we're going to try and get enough weapon power to maybe use our glaive. That would be good. What are you doing? You're mind controlling and trying to run away. And it's doors again. They just love doors. They love to annoy the person on the doors. Dangerous ship. Adaptive laser is definitely dangerous. Luckily, I was going to say the heavy's going to be out of sync, so it's not as bad as it could have been, but still. Do that. and that the first time. Okay, so they're now delayed. We can turn auto fire on next. And then you can do shields, weapons. Okay, now they're in big trouble. Now they're in big old trouble. And we are fine, because they only have one weapon online. Hitting our pilot is stinky. Because he's good in combat, too. If you could stop attacking my piloting, that would be sweet. There we go. Cool, you guys all go heal. And nice. Probably help if we turned the med bay on. Story of my life, I always get to turn the thing on. It's another reason why I like the clone bay. As long as you get the backup DNA, it doesn't matter if you remember to turn it on or not. Cool. Distress. This, again, is a very oddly shaped sector. So I'm thinking maybe we'll go this way first. It is. And I was going to say a slugbear. That's not the word I'm looking for. No, we have a lot of well-camouflaging backgrounds, so they'll be slow. We're not going to attack the feds. He leads you to the ghost camp. We are going to attack one of the Zoltan wrecks. Because it's probably going to be harder, but it's likely not going to have lots of awful crew boarding us. A flak and a heavy. Could be a lot worse. And we don't need to wait this time around. We can just auto-fire because we need to get the super shield down. Oh, have a nice stretch. That felt good. Probably didn't even need a cloak then, but it's fine. Everything's fine. Oh yeah, now they're in big old trouble. We got one hit in. Oh, that would have been close. I don't know if our shield would have been up in time, but it's still fine. Now their heavy's up. It's alone. It's going to be able to do diddly and squat. Yeah, now they're in big trouble. The breach obviously doesn't matter as much with the ghosts, but breach equals can't repair system, so it's still pretty useful. Cool. See you later, rubbish old ship. Good work there. We showed those gas freaks what for. He's a human. I'm going to take him because he's an ace pilot, and that allows our lizard to not have to be stuck in piloting. I think we'll do that. And we need another store. Again, I should have planned this ahead of time and like, I got all these store names, which I absolutely did not do. I guess you can be Costco. There you go. We don't even have a Costco in the province that I live in. Oh dear, we have nothing. Do you guys have a Costco near where you live? You probably do. Hacking. And you hacked our med bay. An interesting choice, but a choice that you chose to make. They have a halberd, which, if they're only going to fire one shot at a time, is completely inconsequential. Okay, yeah, they're in big trouble. Now again, breaches don't cause them oxygen suffocation or anything, it just is very annoying for them. Nope, that's not a very good deal. See you later. You guys are in big doom trouble. Big old doomers. I mean, you knew they were doomed from the second they hacked the med bay, of all the places they could have chosen. A dynasty store? I don't remember the last time I've been to one of these. Ah, we don't have any, crew that can breathe without oxygen. I guess that would be helpful. That's okay, though, because we can salvage for 14 scrap. That would probably explain why I don't remember it, because a lot of the time you can't access it. But that's okay with me. A wrecked fighter elite. This would have been a good ship. That is a big old flak, too. Look at that big boy flak. This ship is pretty dangerous. I'm not a fan. Yeah, let's dodge that flak. Absolutely. That is a... yeah, that's a lot of shots. I don't want to deal with any of that. No siree, Bob. Okay, well, their big flak's offline, so that's the key thing at this point. I guess we'll wait one more time to have these things go in order. Cool. Now they're in big trouble, and we'll be fine. Yeah, they're two heavies in isolation are not dangerous, but gigantic flak sure is. Like, that's big scary. Big scary. Didn't realize how low on fuel we were either. We should probably fix that. Thank you for the 3 fuel and the old Artemis. I mean, the Artemis is already a rubbish choice of weapon, but... yeah, no thank you. We will be selling that next time we find a store. Assuming we ever find a store again. Guess we can sell it to our own. Poorly aimed civilian ship. It's asking to be protected. Okay. Look at all this cool stuff that they have. I wonder what cool stuff it is. Looks like they might have... it's either carrots or COVID vaccines there. Okay, that's in an easy enough place to get to. Sweet. We are helping. See, we really are nice. It doesn't take long to realise they're referring to the gas planet. Can you do me a favour? My darling hungers, I was feeding, but I like the food. You must bring me a wreck. I heard a demon lingers about, but perhaps you prefer to go after some rebels instead. No, I'll go after the demon. It's just a rebel auto ship. With cloaking, to be fair. With cloaking, so it's going to be a little bit annoying, but not hugely dangerous. Looks like it's got big cloaking, too. Actually, yeah, this can hurt me, though. Because that's a halberd beam, so I would still rather not get hit by it. There we go. This pierce is genuinely quite useful. It's really helping me get these shield layers down. But now it's not dangerous because the halberd's not doing anything. Cool. This is going pretty well. It's weird that he called his gas giant like his lover or something, though. It really takes Vor to a whole new level, doesn't it? I'm not a fan. Not a fan of that shenanigans. See you later, Mr. Toaster. Okay, you are triumphant. My darling shall not go hungry again tonight. The ghost links the wreck to his own vessel, then uses a slingshot to shoot it into the gas giant. And he gave us a whole repair drone, which will be being sold. Hopefully sometime soon. We have 2 drones. No store, though. If we know this would be a store because of proximity at this point. If that's a store, probably too bad, so sad. I'm going to go down first. Maybe go to the quest, get that done. An abandoned wreck. It doesn't respond to your hails. I'm just going to blow it up. Just because I can. Do we want to do... we don't need scrap gather at this point, I don't think. I think what we'll simply do is... that, and now if we want to, we can get our glaive beam online. We don't have to, but the option is there. Oh, it's just 30 scrap. Okay. Cool. I kind of do want to go to this Dynasty beacon, even if it takes a bit of backtracking. That's fine with me. We'll engage the outpost. You have cloaking, and not much else. You do have 3 layers of shield, though. Let's do this. Let's test out the glaive. So they have a pike. Yeah, this is not scary. But again, it's good practice. The only thing that's going to be a little bit annoying is the glaive takes so incredibly long to charge. They might be able to cloak again before I can hit them. Yeah, it only fires 3 shots. So if these two are out of sync, and the pike fires first, so it will be, this is not dangerous at all. So, the game plan here, I guess, is to fire the modular laser like now, at literally anything, I guess. And then the glaive can just go and wreck stuff. Like that. Oh dear. Oh dear. In fact, we don't even need the glaive anymore. Let's just auto-fire this puppy. Yeah, that was some spicy damage. Yeah, the glaive beam's crazy. Crazy, crazy weapon. Cool. Fleet delayed by a jump. Not super useful, but it's okay. It's a distress beacon. So, I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe? Let's give it a go. Conveniently, this is an empty beacon. We can't salvage, we already did it. So I can just use our Hector piece and see what we get. So, our second modular weapon needs a grey box, right? No, it needs a yellow one. So we could do fire, but no, that's not what I'm looking for. We can sell all this crap, though, which is the primary reason why I called these guys in. Sweet, 170 scrap is nothing to sneeze at. I want to do this and that. For sure, level 2 cloaking is excellent. And then we should be able to do... So it's 3 jumps I can do. 3? That's annoying. So if I want to go to the distress, I have to skip here. So I have to do 1, 2, 3. I think I'll do that, though. We'll explore. An advanced rebel automated ship is here. We can access the space station. Oh, we find nothing useful. Cool. Thanks for that, game. We'll agree to help. Yeah, we'll fight the Dynasty ship. What the heck is this? This is a cool looking ship. That's what this is. But the glaive is going to be mucho useful here. You boarded us in a strange choice of room. Especially because you want to attack our med bay, which is like all of my Christmases coming true at once. Go on, target, you can deal with them. How many shots are you going to fire? 3, because the burst laser Mark 2, so that is A-OK. Turn that off for a second, turn that on. Everybody's now healed. Turn that off, turn that back on. Fire the modular laser. And then the glaive is going to go to town. Actually, I'm going to one-shot you. With the glaive. Sorry, not sorry. Ooh, a Colonel Mark 1. If this was like any other build, that would be an interesting weapon. 1 power, 11 seconds to fire 2 shots. That's really good. Unfortunately, it doesn't combo with anything we've got going on. Oh well. Neat. Okay, so we get to use our augment again. Are we going to get something decent? Well, this is not going to work for us at all, and the whole mod is rubbish. It does slightly increase breach chance, I guess, so for now we will use it. It feels bad selling a kernel, but it is what it is. We need to do this, modify a modular weapon, install the Hull Buster module. Cool. Do these look different? Oh, they do! They do have separate little pieces. That's awesome. Good on you, mod devs. That's really cool. What's going to be also cool is hopefully the next episode. So if you did enjoy, do let me know. Again, all the algorithm pleasing things would be appreciated because small channel, small little diddly Daniel here doesn't get many people to watch. So it'd be appreciated if you have some people that do like it. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye now.